Hey guys, it's Draven Arts Productions, and today I'm going to be doing a triple review on the graffiti Thomas, Gordon, and James. And if you're wondering why didn't you do that a year ago? This is a reason which is pretty simple. My unknown error of my current device. And I really wanted to review these guys for so long. And now it's a great time to talk about them. Anyways, so here are the packagings of Thomas, Gordon, and James, and they do look really nice in the graffiti backgrounds. Do look pretty nice, and the backs not so much, just licensing info. And I got these three at Walmart during my brother's fifth birthday, and while we're getting presents for him, I decided to get the some push along items which I have not owned yet. And the graffiti versions are that's what I literally saw. I just grabbed them and I just played with them, and they do look pretty interesting. I'll go ahead and open these guys up. So here are the three guys out of their box. We'll go over them one by one, starting with Thomas. So here's the front of his face, and it's a normal face with the white dots in the pupils. Nothing too special, but a nice CGI push along face. And then there are the graffiti looks, which they are pretty cool, even on the top. The back is plain, and the other side is exactly the same, and the same printing, just like Wooden Railway. And this Thomas looks pretty good, just nothing too special, but it looks pretty cool. And this is literally basically just be made for merchandise, and literally nothing else. But for the other two we're going to be looking at right now, it are literally based on one of the mini-series on YouTube that you see on YouTube. And that would be Graffiti Gordon. And James. We'll go over James later. Let's start with Gordon first. There's his face, a nice CGI face with the white dots, as I said with Thomas. And he does have some pretty cool graffiti detail, such as the number 4, and then the graffiti black around the red square lining. And then the back is plain, and then the other side is pretty different, and it looks pretty cool. And then the same, and then the same thing. And the chassis is kind of clear, transparent, if you literally see and get pretty close. So yeah, Graffiti Gordon looks pretty cool, and it is based on the Soda Springtime Parade that you see on YouTube, and it looks pretty cool. I think my only gripe that I had with the tender engines in their graffiti looks is that they don't come with tenders for some reason. And if they do have tenders, then it would be complete. But in their final products, it looks kind of weird and out of place. But still, Graffiti Gordon looks pretty cool in its graffiti looks. And last up, but not least, here's James. So here's the front, and then there's the good-looking face with the white dots, and then the graffiti looks of the number 5, those colored stars, and even the top roof is literally detailed, which is a pretty cool detail, which we never see in the actual mini-series itself. And then the other side looks pretty cool, and it's exactly what we saw in Soda's Springtime Parade, which I think it's a good and a decent last mini-series. Just like some of the mini-series that I've seen about a year or 2 years ago. And just like Gordon, my gripe is that they don't come with a tender. If they have the tenders, then it would be complete. But nope, let's just abandon the tenders and then release them onto store shelves. That is quite lazy on Mattel's part. I mean, seriously, you could have literally give those engines tenders and nothing would have changed, and it wouldn't make too much of a difference. And that concludes my triple short review on Graffiti Thomas, Gordon, and James. So I'll give each of them a ranking. So the Graffiti Thomas that I gave him is an 8 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10. Probably I might give him like an 8 out of 10 because while I do think it is pretty good, it is basically made for merchandise and nothing else. And for Graffiti Gordon, I may give him like a 9 out of 10. I will give him like a 9 out of 10 because it is literally like from the miniseries. The same thing goes for James as well, a 9 out of 10. If these two tender engines have tenders, then it wouldn't make too much of a difference. And that concludes my triple review on the Graffiti engines, Thomas, Gordon, and James. And also, one more thing. This is what the pack should have been. Just like, don't remove the tenders entirely. This looks absolute perfection. And once again, if they give them tenders and do not abandon them, it wouldn't make too much of a difference and nothing would have changed. Also, one more thing. I can't imagine that kids back then were going to be like, what happened to their tenders? Oh well, looks like we may have to borrow our normal tender engines with their tenders to make them complete. Yeah, that's what I think about it. Anyways, that's my review on the Graffiti, Thomas, Gordon, and James. Hope you guys enjoy this. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you want to. This is Jeremy Arts Productions signing off, and I'll see you again soon. Take care, everyone.